Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brendan from Heartbreaker Guitars, and I'm in the Heartbreaker Lounge at the back of the store, and I'm with my partner Toby the Beagle and my good friend Jason Kertson from Relish Guitars. And guys, we want to thank you for tuning in today. Today we are looking specifically at the Relish Jane Guitar, which is the hollow body instrument. And this one, you can see the beautiful contours on this walnut. It's just an absolute stunner. If you haven't seen any of the videos on the Relish guitars, you really should have a look at these. They all come with the pickup swapping. You can literally pop these in and pop them out. Anyway, we've done extensive video on these guitars, but today we've got something really special. I brought Jason out because Jason is a master looper artist, okay? So we are going to do some looping, do some songs, and basically demonstrate how expressive these guitars are. Because Jason, that's why I had you come, man. I wanted to really bring out all the tonal variations that are here in this instrument. And I thought one way we could do that is doing a looping demonstration. I know you're a looping guy and that you can do this stuff. So what do you say we dive into these Mary Jane guitars, hollow body with pickup swapping?
Yes, sir.
As you know. And this is kind of a different take, a different style demo that I thought we would do to, again, just kind of show what this guitar can sound like, show what it can do. So
yeah,
what
exactly.
do you say, man?
Yeah, definitely. The makers of Relish definitely had, I mean, obviously they set out to create a guitar, but I don't think that that was their only motivation. I think that they had very specific uses. They wanted to create something that was relatively universal, so someone who was just a guitar player could stumble upon Relish and be like, they're gorgeous, they sound gorgeous, I'll play it. But I think that they also had a secondary, or maybe it was their primary target market, which is the singer-songwriter crowd, which I would probably, I have a band, but I would still consider myself to be a part of because I do a lot of solo things. And it's really nice to pair up the Relish with a loop station with just a tiny little bit of effects to create live backing tracks for yourself that sound better than if you were just using an acoustic guitar or a regular electric. So essentially my setup that I've got going on here is I've got a 3-track loop station, which is the Boss RC300, and then I've just got a Zoom multi-stomp, which is basically just my delay chorus. There's a little bit of a mellotron effect in there.
Say goodbye to Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Yeah, so that's essentially all I need is just this really minimal setup and one of the gorgeous Relish guitars. So I'll kind of work through a demonstration of one of the more complicated loops that I set up, very layered, and the only trade-off is that you have to be very, very attentive because tempo is a big thing.
Sure.
And we're working with delay pedals and stuff here, so
Right.
with that off, it can sound pretty bad. So I'll just dive right in and just kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So I'm going to start on the magnetic pickup, and I'm going to add a little bit of digital delay for the first little drone that's going to be the backbone of the song. So there's our first one. I'm gonna pick up my little looping microphone here, and we're gonna do kind of a synth clap, or just whatever you wanna call it. And in all honesty, that's just a tempo reference for the rest of the loop. So then I'll switch over to the piezo and turn the magnetic off and turn my delay off. Do the bass parts. Now that we've got that, we'll switch the piezo off and turn the magnetic on. And sometimes I like to switch to the split coil here, just because it gives it a nice little bright, tinny sort of sound to do the electric piano part, technically. that part. So now we're gonna turn off the mellotron, switch back to piezo and turn off the magnetic. And we're gonna do the little staccato bass part. Now it's really important at this point especially to make sure that you don't have the mellotron or the delay on, because this is where we do the percussion. That's going to go on track 3. Got a little bit of feedback going there, so we'll try that one more time. Microphone again, do a little bit more drum sounds. Right there sounds like a relatively complete song, but there are a couple of little tricks that I like to employ. Yeah. So turn the mellotron back on and turn your delay back on, and turn off your piezo, switch back over to the magnetic, but turn your volume down, and you can wind up doing something that sounds kind of like this. With those in the background, that's a really nice little ambient kind of thing that you can add into any one of your songs that you're looping.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and so that's the complete loop right there, and you've got 3 tracks. You've got, that's literally just the synth clap on track 1, and then this is your verse, which is track 3, which is just the bass and the drums and the drone essentially. And then track 2 is your chorus, well, the track that you would bring in when you get to the chorus, and that has your electric piano. And that has the extra drums too to give it that little boost. And then all together, eventually I'll switch back over here and just kind of like layer a little bit more, like for the post-chorus, so that I can do some leads in here to ramp it up. That's basically all you need to create your own little one-man band.
Jason, that was awesome, man. Thanks for the demo on that. I think that the whole looper thing really shows us just how expressive this guitar can be.
Exactly. So, well, it's more than just a guitar for a guy in a band, too. You know, it's a guitar for the inventive.
Yeah.
For people who want to explore.
Yeah, and looping right now is huge. Everybody's doing it right now. And having the onboard piezo and just the flexibility of the Relish instruments. I mean, anyway, like I said, I think that this really demonstrated it well, so thank you.
Great.
So anyway, Toby took off, so it's just me and Jason signing off for Heartbreaker Guitars. These are the Relish Janes, and damn, they are sexy. And you heard how good they sound. So guys, thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Go to jasonkertson.com. He's got himself a pretty cool YouTube channel as well, so check that out. And we thank you very much for watching. See you next time.